Jason, if you know your wife, like I know my wife right now, ready to go. I already know that. I can feel it. It's pulling me. I know that. And because I know that, I'm fixing to go. But when you know somebody, you understand that person, and you accept that person, and you work with that person for a greater purpose. You don't wander around trying to figure them out by everybody else and have to get everybody's opinion. Oh, is this a good girl for me? Oh, I wonder if she's the right one. You know, me and her have been talking for a while. What do you think? What do you think, Grandma? Oh, that's the worst thing you could ever see. I took my wife to my aunt's, Helen's house. She's about 100 years old or 90, 80 something. She said, that girl right there is a hot britches. I said, a what? She said, she's a hot britches. Leave her alone. If I'd have listened to her because I said, oh, she's so much older, sure she's got wisdom, I would never marry my wife. But because I wasn't listening to the voice of man when it come to my knowing of the one God sent me. People tell you, oh, that ain't God. That ain't God. That's a fire that don't exist. That's a made up thing. God says, I want you to know me in my truth. And by knowing me, the truth will set you free. John 7:28. And Jesus cried in the temple as he taught, saying, you both know me, and you know where I am, whence I am. And I am not come of myself. He that sent me is true, whom ye know not. You don't know him, but you need to know him. That's what he told. And if you'll learn of me, you'll know him. God's desire is to bring us into a place of relationship with him. Y'all can stand there. I'll play the piano for a minute. We'll close it out. God's desire is for you to know him. Paul said that I may know him in the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering, been made conformable unto his death. That I may know him. That Jesus and him crucified. My desire is that you know God in a way that the world can't quench your knowing of him. God's desire is for you to understand his purpose for your life. God's desire is to bring you into a deeper place. A place of relationship with him that pushes you through. When all the world gets hard against you, because you really know God loves you, you don't get discouraged nor become afraid, because you know God's got you. When you get sick, you know that spouse that loves you is going to help you out. When you're going through something with the spouse, you know you're not alone and they're with you and they got your side and you're going through it together. God says, I want you to go through it with me. Everybody says, what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus never drove an automobile. So if you have a problem with the automobile and you say, what would Jesus or the Bible do? Well, he never drove an automobile. He walked, right? You say, well, what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus never paid a power bill with Duke Power. So if you're going to base it on what he did in the Bible, you're going to maybe get a little messed up. But when you recognize what would Jesus do, because Jesus, he's not back in the Bible days, but actually he lives in me and he's going through this with me. And these new experiences are new to him, just like they're new to me. But together, what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus would say, fear not, for I'm with you. You know me. You know I have plans for you. You know I have a purpose for you. You know my will for you is alive and real. You know I'm not going to leave you stranded. I've got a purpose for you. You know me. He says that if I'll be in you and you be in me,